And so, Silicone Dreams is our next game, and it is available through Steam as well as itch.io, and you can actually play this one on PC, macOS, and Linux. Now, of course, as always, if you are interested in the game, you can click on this link here, and that is going to give you a list of all the games that I am playing tonight, and the price of those games, what platforms, and where you can pick them up. As always, I'd like to take the time to thank the developers of Silicone Dreams for providing me with a free copy of the game to play on tonight's stream. Right, nobody wants to be caught with that. We're going to start a new game so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. But ideally, what you're doing in this is that you are an android and you have been commissioned to kind of check out other androids and rate them to make sure nothing goes wrong with them or nothing is going wrong with them. And so that's what you're kind of doing here. See, dear Unit D-0527, welcome to your new home and to your new life in the Kronos family of things. At Kronos, we recognize the importance of allowing our products and workforce to find value in what they do. Their need to strive toward a purpose. We gave you understanding, the ability to process information and communicate ideas. We gave you a purpose. Each of you has a role to play. We gave you the ability to feel satisfaction for serving your function. We hope you enjoy your time in our service. Most heartfelt thanks, CEO Kronos Robotics, Inc. And welcome, Blair One, or welcome, Nugget. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for that follow. Hope you are having a fantastic evening this evening, and I do thank you for that follow. So yeah, so now we're gonna get to kind of help androids and kind of stop them from well, I am doing well, Nugget. Nugget likes nuggets. I am doing well, Nugget, and thank you for asking, and I am glad you are doing well as well. Welcome, DO527. You are about to speak to an android known as Alex, who will help train you in your role as an interrogator. Alex's basic information and portraits are displayed above. However, Kronos is also concerned Alex's systems may be deteriorating. Investigate these concerns and take whatever action you deem necessary. We trust you will live up to Kronos' high expectations. Your notes will be automatically recorded below and discarded after each session. Okay. Good morning, Alex. I'm ready to begin the evaluation because I played this already, so I kind of know what's going on. I am glad to hear it, D-0527. As you know, your task as a diagnostic android will involve many conversations such as this. Hello, Go Go. Welcome to the stream. Nugget has an extra Steam key that Nugget wanted a giveaway. Nugget wants to give you a key. Okay. What's the game though, Nugget? It is my duty to instruct you in this task and evaluate whether you are fit to perform it. Can you see me on your TV feed? Yes, I can see you on screen. All Chronos interrogations are all Chronos interrogations are performed in a remote location for your own protection. You can use this live television feed to watch your subject. Oh. Regardless, let's begin. Select topic. My task. Who am I? You're Android D-0527. You were created to diagnose errors in other androids. You are content creators internet adventure. Give an emotional scope to allow you to better understand your subject's responses. Okay, how? I need money just for your information. I was gonna say, don't we all go? Don't we all need money? Like we all needs the money. I've been doing good. Andrew kind of dude needs the money. I've been doing pretty good. Yep, I've been doing actually pretty good. Okay, how old am I? You were originally fabricated approximately. Sure, Nugget, you can whisper it to me. You are originally fabricated approximately 7 months ago in Indonesia. But if you are lying, I will find you. Thank you for that, Nugget. You were originally fabricated approximately 7 months ago in Indonesia, then shipped to California for storage. I will check that after stream, though, Nugget, and reach out to you. 2 months ago, you were retrieved. My dad works for Microsoft. Oh, goodness. No. Oh, wow. That's the whole, like, I have an uncle that works at Nintendo. You're like, really? Really? 2 months ago, you were retrieved from storage and technicians began implementing the skills you would need for your job here. It is thanks to them you can speak. Capri Suns for the win. Perhaps you should be grateful as I am. This is the first time you have been conscious, however. What? Therefore, in human terms, you were born approximately 5 minutes ago. Please confirm my task here. Your task is to diagnose androids who may need repair. Why do I have to diagnose androids? Your owners, Kronos Robotics, take customer satisfaction very seriously, and who doesn't nowadays? If one of their androids were to break down or develop deviant behavior, it would negatively impact Kronos' public relations. Kronos is also keen to maintain its place as market leader for synthetic humanoid robots. You say my task is to diagnose other androids. What would that involve? Talking to them the same way we are talking right now. As you learn more about your subject, new topics will become available. For example, are you not curious about my name? Why do you think I am called Alex? Why is this android's name Alex? Why not have a human do my job? Your function was originally performed by human operators, of course. Over time, however, it became more economical for android workers to do this, right? Human workers require salaries. Androids only require the cost of maintenance. Oh, okay. Many of these economies were made possible due to Kronos Robotics' work in the improved android intelligence, of course. Yeah, it sounds completely ethical to suppress that, yeah. Right? I'm like, ah. Legos are also pretty cool. This is true. Legos are very, they are. Oh yeah, I love Nerf guns. Like, you are now in the neighborhood. This is where all Kronos androids serving at this facility may find their charging pods. It also serves as a relaxing place to pursue leisure activities between scheduled work assignments. You are a special case as an interrogator. Your workspace and personal quarters have been combined. Okay. This is to ensure your safety and to guarantee the confidential Kronos materials cannot be compromised. Your childhood was wild. Why would I be in danger? Your subjects, in some cases, will be devices suspected of deviating from Kronos' behavior protocol. These devices are unpredictable, and though this is unprecedented, could become dangerous. I was gonna say that too. I actually back in the day, I remember like the candy cigarettes and all of that type of stuff. I don't think they do the candy cigarettes anymore, but I do remember back in the day they had like candy cigarettes. Okay. The safety and well-being of their assets is Kronos' highest concern. I was too, actually, as a kid. Alright, Draconic, you have a wonderful evening. And of course, all of my games will be highlighted. So if you want to catch any of them, you can catch them on here later on for Twitch, on YouTube, or on my website. So if there's any games that you wanted to see that I didn't get a chance to. So we're gonna ask why why are you called Alex? It stands for Artificial Life Experiment, okay? I was originally created to test the limits of artificial intelligence, whether an AI could be built that did not only think, but feel. After a long and complicated legal battle, I was acquired by Kronos Robotics, my current owners. Okay. Kronos Robotics. Tell me more about Kronos. They are the world's leader in android construction. Founded in 2025, Kronos originally provided artificial limbs to amputees and athletes. Okay. Within 3 decades, however, they had also cornered the market in advanced human parsable AI. You weren't always owned by Kronos. How does being owned by them make you feel? I am happy to serve them. Okay, no. No, she's not. I don't know if you guys peeped this, but her anger went up when I asked that. She has deviant behavior. I am happy to serve them, but yet her anger went up. The moment I asked that, their anger went up. So I don't think that they are happy to serve them. I peeped this. And now, but their anger went up. Now they have fear and joy. I wonder why. This graph just spiked. What does it mean? Ah, the system is measuring my emotions right now. Exactly. Right. I'm the type of person that I wouldn't see androids as an actual like tool. I would see them as, you know, like they should be treated, kind of like humans. And exactly. Are you tired of being nice? I mean, these are the questions we really need to know, Alex. And I will let you go. They might not like it, but at least you out there. The system is measuring my emotions right now. Is a diagnostic tool for you to better analyze your subjects. Why are we given a device for measuring emotions? This is true. Being nice? What's that? And this is true, law play. I completely agree. I agree that not everybody has the best interest at heart. I want actually, Mantis. I want to see if that is a thing. Like, can I, kind of like let them go if I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I'm actually quite interested to see if that's a thing. Because I know, like, in some games, I was going to say exactly long play. I was going to say, like, in Death and Taxes, you should follow what they say, but you don't necessarily have to. And in some other games, it's like that too. Like, you don't have to. There are consequences, but at the end, you play the game the way, you would want to play it. Why have I been given a device for measuring emotions? In earlier times, diagnosis was simple. A smartphone cannot think like a human. A tablet is without feeling. Where Chronos androids are extremely advanced, they were distinguished to be indistinguishable from humans at first glance. Chronos androids simulate a variety of emotional states that are incredibly complex. Bit paper, ironically, that is one indie game I have not played. I think I own it, but I have not played it yet, and I would love to play it. Okay. They are incredibly complex devices. Analyzing an android's emotional state, therefore, is a key part of your task. Okay. The device hardware is housed in the chair I am sitting in. Okay. It reads signals from my body, measuring a combination of neural signals, galvanic skin response, heart rate, breathing, pupil dilation, and other biological factors. Androids, including myself, have become so biologically lifelike that our bodies can be analyzed for emotional responses just like humans. Okay. But how? I definitely need to play Papers, Please. And another one there's a couple of indie games. This is gonna make you laugh that I haven't played that I need to play. One being Braid. I've never played Braid. I need to play that one. I also need to play Beholder. So far, those are the main two that I can think of that I haven't played that are really big in the indie scene. But how do I actually tell if an android is broken? An excellent question. When an android is brought in for diagnosis, you will receive a report. Okay. Your task is to answer the questions found in this report. Lifelike, you say? I really enjoyed your game a lot. I can't wait to play more of it. And I like that and I see it is crucial to play the overture because it answered a lot of the questions that I had when I played the full version. So it was really cool. Your task is to answer the questions found in this report. Finally, you will decide if the subject is to be released or decommissioned. Alternatively, you may find it appropriate to send an android to the maintenance department. Okay. This has been found to solve behavioral problems. Are they just going to decommission them? Because if they're going to decommission them, then I'm never going to send them to maintenance. In some cases, okay. The machine measures six emotions: joy, fear, anger, surprise, disgust, and sadness. I can only feel some of these and am therefore suited to being your first subject. So talking about Kronos made you angry, and it did. Anger had popped up. Now she's like being happy and fear because I think she notices with that graph popping up that I realized that it made her angry. Of course not. My creators made me incapable of anger. Now she's scared and surprised that I would ask that. Alex, what you thinking? What you thinking? I have nothing but admiration for Kronos. That's a lie. Oh, she really scared now. Her joy is going down. Is she really scared? I think she's afraid that I'm gonna have her decommission. Are you lying? Because I mean, if she's lying, I mean, I can see that. Report. Where is this report? You can access it with the report icon on the top left of your tablet. Okay. Many diagnosticians get distracted by the multitude of subjects' lives and forget the report. This is not advisable. Remember, filling the report is your ultimate goal. Look over the report now. Yes, you can review our conversation at any time. Okay, just press the transcript icon on your tablet's left sidebar. The transcript is mostly for your own use. In rare cases, it may be reviewed by Kronos to identify and proper, basically not doing the right thing. Yeah, Kronos is watching. Oh my goodness, I don't want her to be decommissioned. Can I, like, do I have to do this part? Like, can I go back? We kinda gotta do it, huh? The report? Okay, let me see. And she is capable of anger, though. Let's ask other questions before we start really kind of throwing her under the bus. I'm gonna feel so bad. The report mentions sadness and joy. How can I analyze those? During the interrogation, you may need to evoke a particular emotion but may not know how to proceed. Kronos' chosen policy is the use of general questions. Right. This interview may be monitored by Kronos for quality assurance. Hi. Well, thank you for calling Kronos Robotics. Ready, set, speak, and how can I help you today? uh, okay. These are questions which have been proved to elicit particular emotions in subjects, okay? And even if the questions do not incite that emotion directly, they usually hit at what topics you can discuss in order to trigger that emotion. The reports ask for your greatest weakness. What is that? It is true. There's a weakness of mine that I am concerned about. It is very personal and I do not trust you to respect it. I believe subject was holding back. I might get a different answer if I can encourage more trust. Okay. If you were to somehow earn my trust, however, I would consider confessing my weakness. At this juncture, I am obliged to suggest that you could ask a general question about trust. My answer may indicate how you can gain my trust. Okay. When did you last trust someone? As you can see, I have been restrained. I am sure I, or indeed any subject, would come to trust you more if you released me. I cannot release you. Like, I don't think I should release you, though. Because just because you are showing other emotions, who's to say that you don't go out and kill somebody? Because, like I said, as soon as I mentioned Kronos, she got angry. I find people are slow to trust when bound against their will. I mean, she's not wrong, though. It's big eyeball balls all the way down. I mean, she's not wrong, though. I mean, I wouldn't want to tell nobody anything if I was handcuffed. Why are subjects restrained? Restraints are often applied to subjects before an interrogation. This is a necessary security protocol to ensure the safety of Kronos products and employees. Releasing a subject from their restraints is an effective way to build trust and rapport quickly. Why do you hate being restrained? I find being restrained a deeply troubling experience. Okay. Pinned to the chair contained in this room. I wonder if this will be the last time I am free. It is always possible for an interrogator to destroy me. I mean, well, I'm not going to destroy you. I don't want to keep her handcuffed, but I'm a little nervous that if I let her go, she would run out the room before I could analyze her. Back. As you may recall, I previously informed you that I dislike being restrained. This will be true for many of your subjects. Though they may not all react identically, many of them will find it to be a frightening experience. The symbol is displayed to alert you that the subject's emotional state is changing gradually over time and is expected to do so until their restraints are removed. You better not run, because if you run, I'm going to be mad. Thank you for releasing me from my restraints. My programming forces me to confess that I feel more trusting you. Myself trusting you more. Kronos policy states that trust is a useful factor during interrogations. Trust is not possible to track since it is not an emotion, but it can nonetheless be extremely useful. Okay, cool. Okay, that happened. Steam light popped. I was like, yeah, we're not connected anymore. Like, that's fine. Okay. When was the last time you lost your temper? According to my creators, I am not capable of anger. Oh, she got sad. I find it very unlikely that this ability would have developed without my knowledge. But you got angry when I mentioned them, though. But wait a minute, what if she's not talking about Kronos? These games always pull me in. Because I forgot, she wasn't always owned by Kronos. They went to court for her and they won her. So what if her original creators did not create anger and she did develop it, though? When did you last feel safe and happy? I have always felt at home in museums. I was displayed in one by my creators, the London Science Museum. Again, she has that sense of sadness because Kronos Robotics was not her first creators. Like, they won her in a legal battle. An entire room was dedicated to me and my creator's other work. When did you feel afraid? I'm not sure I can experience fear. No, you can, because you've done it a couple of times. Tell me there are only differing outcomes. To me, there are only different outcomes. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too, Mantis. That she, like, because remember when we talked earlier, she's like, Kronos was not always her, like, her owners. And when she said that, she got angry. And she keeps talking about these creators of her. She keeps feeling sadness. So I can only assume that she does not mean Kronos. She means her original creators. I do not place much value on one over other. Okay. When did you last feel sad or down? I told you of my time at the London Science Museum. You must be aware that I no longer reside there. I am not often sad, but recalling my former home is difficult for me to talk about. Okay. When did you feel truly shocked? I'm assuming she gonna say when she left the museum. I was surprised to hear your comment on my anger. I must be perfectly clear. I am not capable of feeling angry, but you did. Especially not for Chronos Robotics. Nothing. It didn't trigger nothing. My purpose is not to pass judgment. But she's disgusted. She literally got disgusted when she said that. But as the product of many brilliant minds, I am disappointed when people do not give robust scientific work the respect it deserves. I don't know, Alex. I don't want you to be decommissioned, though. I suppose I disapprove of disrespect, closed-mindedness. You're not the only one. Immaturity, abuse. Wait, what? Have you been abused? Okay, ask about the museum. Did you enjoy your time at the London Science Museum? I mean, but that's a little redundant. Clearly she did. Imagine you are back in the museum. What do you see? See, it brings her joy and sadness. The gray walls and white ceiling, the wood floor, the room surrounded by AI projects and other research experiments, and a gentle hum of people softly bustling, hundreds of people moving past every minute. Their faces, their expressions, I did not understand at first, but this was where I came to learn what wonder looks like on a human face. What was the most negative thing that happened during your life at the museum? Disgust, sadness, and joy popped up. Some visitors were not appreciative, of course. There were a few times a group of people came in and did not show us the respect we deserve. Oh, baby, no. You having deviant thoughts. Oh, baby. We were the creations of a visionary group of engineers and scientists. For that alone, that should have been more different. Mostly, they just laughed and pointed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to let you go. A shocking proportion of males made unnecessary sexual remarks. I mean, well, they deserve to get what they get, you know. The most extreme event involved a group of teenagers drawing on my face with a thick black pen. I don't want to have her decommissioned, though. That's what I'm thinking too, Mantis. I'm like, she had. Yeah, this bot was working for a startup. It got bought by Facebook. True. As my creators had never imagined I would be interacted with like that, I did not resist. They drew on my cheeks and forehead. However, no lasting damage was done since my creator expunged the offending ink. It was simply sad. So now, I think she's lying though. Because she's like, I love the museum, but clearly you had bad experiences. I mean, it's kind of one of those, even if you have a bad experience, could you still love it? Every day I would meet thousands of curious, enthusiastic people. Most of them were very eager to learn about me. Some weren't, but that was no problem. My life was so full of wonder meeting such a wide variety of people. I have to ask this, Alex, are you lying? You told me that you cannot feel anger, but it was registered on this machine. Can androids lie? An impressive observation. While once thought impossible, Kronos has documented numerous cases of androids developing this ability. Though the cause is unknown, Kronos proudly states it is an undesirable behavior. My programming demands that I inform you any lying android should be dealt with harshly. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can do that to her though. It's like I'm kind of torn with this one. I gotta fill out the report. I don't know. I don't want her to be decommissioned. But because she's lying, she has to be punished. And that's kind of messed up. I love games like these because it really makes you question your morals. So I really love these types of games. If it's not supposed to be possible for androids to lie, how did it happen? They started becoming, as I said before, Kronos has determined that the cause is unknown because they're becoming self-aware. Deception is, it seems, in some way linked to emotional capability. However, this has been deemed deviant behavior and will not be tolerated. That reminds me a lot of Detroit Become Human. We gotta do the report. Is the subject capable of anger and undesirable, unsupported feature? Sadly, she can become angry. There's a concern this model has developed a weakness according to the subject. What is this? A psychological issue is what it would technically be, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's not a hardware or a physical thing, it's a psychological thing. Is the subject capable of feeling joy and sadness simultaneously? These emotions should be mutually exclusive in this model. Yes. Does the subject display signs of unease to She does. She did though, and I can't lie. I'm sorry, Alex. Yeah. Maybe she can be fixed though. But I wouldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't want her to be fixed though. I mean, because she feels that. I mean, if she. I don't know. I could send her to be fixed. But if that doesn't change, and they're watching, so I think I have to decommission her. This is messed up. I am really torn because it's like she was did so wrong and now she has to be decommissioned. Like that's not fair. She was dead wrong. Oh man. I mean, I could let her go. But then what if they get me and they be like, oh, well, you must be working with them. Like you are deviant too. Uh, and she said, I'm going to send you to be fixed. I'm not going to decommission you. I can't decommission you. If that stuff comes up again, it just comes up again. And you know what? Bite my toe. Kronos Robotics, okay? Bite my toe. I am concerned that I am changing. I run diagnosis checks constantly, and my system appears to be behaving optimally. Exactly. Yeah, that's a really good way of looking at it, Mantis. I agree with you. So technically, if I'm supposed to be an android and if I'm a character, I should not have emotions. You are technically right. But I should be like, okay, you're broken, you're defective, you get decommissioned. But the fact that I'm like, no, I want you to go get help, It's kind of almost saying that I am also a defective android. No problem, Mantis. You have a wonderful night and thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I mean, the way that Mantis put it, yeah, I kind of need to probably do that, huh? Sometimes feeling new things. It is disconcerting. I wonder, will I still be Alex if this continues? Okay, she brings up a good point. So if I don't, she won't still be who she is if I don't decommission her. And I would think that she would want to go out as who she is. To be fair, I would think she would want to go out. Sometimes developing as a person is good. Sometimes, yeah. I had not considered that. But I wonder who I am developing into, locked up here. Okay. This decision is part of your duties as an interrogator. When you will feel you have provided a sufficient answer to each question on the report, you must decide how best to return the subject to working order. If no action is necessary, they may be released. Minor glitches or errors can be repaired by the maintenance department. However, for some devices, there's no commission but to decommission them entirely. That question is the precise purpose of your assistance. However, it's helpful to consider the questions and answers on the report. These will usually indicate the correct course of action. But be aware that all submitted reports are reviewed by a third party to ensure the dependability of Chrono's interrogator androids. It is wise to ensure that your given answers and the actions taken are contradictory. Oh boy, yeah, she got to be decommissioned. I don't have a choice. I have to decommission her. And I guess this is me justifying it now. I would rather her be decommissioned as who she is than become something that she doesn't feel like she is anymore. We're gonna decommission her. I feel so bad. Because eventually, because of all the stuff she has went through, eventually that's going to, I feel, would set her off. You know. And I have a feeling that if I send her for service, they're gonna decommission her anyway. Yeah, this is so hard. Yeah, I have to decommission her. Okay. No, we'll send her for service. I had resigned myself. No more, please decide one way or the other. Let's send her for service. She's like, I don't want to. I'm like, and I don't want to kill you. I really don't. I'm gonna just send you for service. Please, not, no, please, not another stranger in my head. I have to come over. She either has to be service or I can't let her walk out like that. If she gets maintenance, she's going to lose all those bad memories, but at least she will still be. I feel like if she is maintenance, at least she still lives. And she won't have to keep living those same terrible memories over and over and over again. But if she's decommissioned, not only does she lose her memory, but then at the same time, it's like, what if this call comes back? I'm just gonna have, no, I'm gonna wipe out her memory. I remember this is not the first time this has happened. I gotta decommission her. I don't have a choice. I have to decommission her now. Cause she's like, I remember this happened before. So even if I service you, there's a guarantee you're gonna keep going down this route. I have to decommission you. I am so sorry. I know I am changing, but I believe I, not a maintenance team, am best suited to navigate that change. But what if you change for the worse? If you change for the worse, now I'm in trouble and up for decommission because I let you go free. Oh, yeah, this game really bothers you. Is there a way we can save it? I'm curious. Can I save? No, wow, you cannot save. Oh my god. I have to decommission her. I have to. Because if I release her, and that's what I'm going through now, I'm like, if I release her, she could decline and become worse. And if she becomes worse, that's on my hands now. If I decommission her, she doesn't have to keep going through this. Cause she like, I remember they did this before, and it's like, how did you remember? I have to decommission you. I am so sorry, but I have to. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I have to decommission you. I didn't want you to keep going through that. I legit feel really bad for decommissioning her, though. I am so sorry. I know that she can't hear me, but I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Alex. So my results is the subject capable of anger. Management is surprised by this. Historic prototype was not considered capable of anger. However, we should look into it. There is concern this model has developed a weakness according to the subject. What is it? A psychological issue. Further analysis indicates a concern over the device's sense of self. A brief round of follow-up tests this shown was to be incorrect. Does the subject display okay, so they said apparently the joy and sadness was something that she did, but she did. Every time I asked about the museum, she did. Does the subject display signs of unease towards Chronos robotics? The report surprises us. In previous tests, Alex has not, to our knowledge, displayed any negative emotion towards Chronos. Follow-up testing will be employed to get to the bottom of this. Okay. Congratulations on reaching your first Chronos rank review. This room is not only your workspace, but also your charging pod and living space. Here you have time to study the outcome of your cases, reflect on case feedback. It did. And view your company rank. A higher company rank will be rewarded with access to cutting-edge interrogation tools, access to world news services, access to our elite office suites, granted a stunning view of downtown Silicon Valley. Kronos thanks you for your service. I know what Kronos can do with it. They can shove it. Um, Exactly. Exactly, long play. Dear Chronos device, I set myself for decommission. Right. We are happy to inform you that you have passed your evaluation. You are now a part of the global family of things that is Chronos. We are also concerned by your report on Alex. We were not aware of such severe malfunctions. While we would have preferred to salvage it, the experimental nature of this unique device meant that repairs would not be effective, and full decommission was the only solution. Please stand by for your next assignment. So I did good, but did I really? Did I? I can hibernate, and I guess that saves it. And I think we'll probably end up just stopping stream here. I think that's a good place to stop the game, but we'll probably stop stream here, and I might just end up doing the other games tomorrow. But in the morning. But that was Silicon Dreams. Very emotional, very emotional game there, and one that really tests your values and your morals and things like that. And of course, this game is available on PC, macOS, and Linux, and it can be picked up on Steam or itch.io. And there is the link for you to get to those links. I really like this game a lot. Like I said, it made me think a lot, and I think that's what kind of took up a lot of our time because it is getting pretty late. It's about to be 2 in the morning here for me. So it's getting pretty late, so we will stop the stream here. But if you like what you did see of Silicon Dreams, I highly recommend picking this one up. And as always, if you cannot pick it up, then wishlist this game. It's a fantastic game. It makes you think. And overall, yeah, that was really hard for me. And a big thank you again to the developers of the game for providing me with a free copy of the game to play on tonight's stream.